Hello everyone, Liquid here, and we are about to do the impossible. We're about to fight Ruby and Emerald Weapon. Now, I kind of think that Emerald's a little bit easier. A lot of people think that Emerald's the hardest because he has more HP, but honestly, I think that Emerald, the strategy's a lot easier to develop for Emerald. And basically, in case you haven't realized, Emerald Weapon's the weapon that's floating around in the water. Occasionally, I think we've seen it. Yeah, we've seen it before. I've pointed it out before and stuff. And a Ruby Weapon, I'm not gonna go into him yet. But like I said, okay, let's do Emerald Weapon first. I actually, just to make sure I could do this, before I'm recording this, I actually beat Emerald Weapon twice, and God, did it feel good. I beat Ruby Weapon once too, just to make sure I could do it, and I had kind of a decent strategy and stuff. And the strategy I use for Emerald Weapon is actually a pretty common strategy. It's kind of like a new way to do it though. There's a lot more. You might get mad at me and say, "Oh, Liquid, that's newy." You know, I'm just doing it to get it done. I'm not really. He's got 1,000,000 HP, and I'm not really trying to do it any legit way. I mean, it is a legit way. It's not like taking advantage of any glitches or anything, but yeah. Okay, as you can see, I took the guidebook that we got a while back. Yeah, I took that to the Calm Traveler in Calm and got the underwater material, and I put that on Vincent. As you can see, I equipped my material on Cloud. And on Red 13, I have Nice Around paired with HP Absorb, and I have W item. And I'm actually going to equip an XP Plus on Cloud because he's going to be the only one that actually survives this, and I want him to, get quite a bit of XP, level him up quite a bit, so he could be extremely overpowered at the end of the game for no apparent reason. Okay, see, like I said, this is actually quite a common strategy that I'm gonna do. So let's do it. Let's go after him. Like I said, he's got 1,000,000 HP. He's oh yeah, if you don't have the underwater materia, you will have 20 minutes to fight him. And since we have the underwater materia, he will not have a time limit. An interesting thing about it though is that Vincent, we don't really care much about him, to be honest. If he'll basically just die probably at the beginning, that's basically what we want. We want Emerald Weapon to attack Vincent first, and he'll probably die pretty early on. And even though he dies, the underwater materia still takes effect, which is quite good. But I'm gonna save stay here. Let's do this. Okay. What I'm gonna do on Red 13, I'm going to W item 2 hero drinks to Cloud. What hero drinks do, where they basically make you a lot strong. Oh, you attack Cloud first. That's not good. Basically, like I said, you want it to attack. If you're doing this strategy, you want it to attack the person with the underwater materia first. They basically, like I said, hero drinks basically, like I said. Oh, did that? Oh, Christ. I'm not gonna cut anything out this time. I don't know. I've been kind of requested to do a blooper reel, but I'm not actually gonna cut anything out. I'll just do it raw. But like I said, if you can actually manage to do, here we go. If you can manage to get through this part right here, the first round, you should be safe. And if you notice, I'm not using Cloud's ultimate weapon because I want to level up my mime. For no actual reason, just want to level it up because I'm cool with that. And I've used hero drinks I'm gonna be doing mass damage anyway. So, and see, I mimed those hero drinks to make them even more powerful. Summon, nice around. Mime it. Oh god. But since if you notice, since I casted since I put HP plus on Knights of the Round, every time I cast it, it's gonna heal me. So in theory, once you get to this state where Cloud is gonna be constantly miming Knights of the Round, in theory you are home free. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave this summon transition in right here because I haven't actually you haven't seen it yet. But basically, it attacks 13 times, I believe, and does a whopping amount of damage. But since I gave Cloud those 2 hero drinks, he's gonna be doing 9999 each time. So that's 13 9999s. And around the end of the battle, what I like to do, I like just to press my luck and assume that he's running out of HP, and just use an Omni Slash and keep miming it over and over again. And yeah, that basically does 15 attacks, and I'll be 15 9999s. So that's pretty good. But Omni Slash won't heal me, so it's basically like if I use it, I need to make sure that I know he'll be dead. Yep, here's the final attack. Apparently King Arthur himself, because he's all grand and all. Now, we gotta make sure Cloud mimes it in time. Please Cloud mime it, because if he doesn't, there we go, thank Jesus. Now, another thing, Emerald Weapon has an attack called Air Tom Strike or Air Tom Storm. I'm pretty sure it's Air Tom Storm actually. That's spelled A-I-R-E-T-A-M. Air Tom. Materia backwards. That's a big hint because what it does is it actually takes how much materia you have on that character and multiplies that by 1111, and that's how much damage you receive. So since I have 2 materias on Cloud, Cloud will receive 2 damage. So, but hopefully I'll keep him healed up for Knights of the Round enough, and we'll do good. Now, Route 13, we really don't care about him anymore. He's done his job. No, I remember back in the day when Red 13 was my most powerful guy. Now Cloud, made me proud. Here's an attack. I think it was called Emerald Beam. I think it was. It shouldn't do that much damage to me. Yeah, and Cloud just gonna Knights of the Round his ass, kill him. I'm gonna speed up the Knights of the Rounds in case you don't mind because they are quite long. Now, as you can see now, he's actually doing like a lot of damage to him. Basically, those little orbs on his body actually like take damage as well. Because I'm not actually sure what their purpose is in the battle, but I know they only have like 25,000 HP, and yeah, I think they might be able to do like their own little attacks or something like that. I'm not really sure how it works. Another interesting thing, actually, I discovered that on Fraps, you can actually record through your actual headset. So the game audio is actually coming out of my headset, and it's actually recording, and it's actually pretty nifty. As you can see, the orbs on his body are fading away. Mime. The reason I'm not having Red 13 attack is that would basically break the mime strain, and I would need to cast Knights of the Round again. And what's better, an attack or Knights of the Round? An attack or Knights of the Round? Exactly. Speed it up, I forgot. Yeah, just keep doing this, and he should go down pretty fast. Like I said, that there are hundreds of strategies for this. There's just like a pretty common one that I know of, and it's not really like the most effective. I mean, you could probably do it a lot faster, but this is like probably the safest way I know. And like I said, it is kind of a new strategy because you're basically invincible in a way if you do it right. But like I said, it's the emerald weapon. What can you do? And basically, since these are basically in theory all doing about 10,000 damage, that means it will basically take 100 strikes from Knights of the Round to kill him. Not 100 Knights of the Round individually, but just 100 strikes. So that'll be about 6, 7, 8 Knights of the Rounds or do it. I think this is like what, my fourth.